Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about paying to watch YouTube videos. So, a few things going on up here at the moment. I want to talk about why it's happening. I want to talk about how it's going to affect people who make videos and post them on YouTube, and how it's going to affect people who just want to watch videos on YouTube. So the first thing is what they're going to tell us. So Google are going to paint it with the Google bullshit brush. And they're going to tell you that we've listened to what you're saying, and we've been listening to our viewers and our, no, what do they call us? Users. We've been listening to our users, and as a result of that, we want to help enhance the user experience and give you more options. So as part of that, we're going to give you the option to be able to pay a monthly subscription fee to YouTube so you can watch videos on YouTube. And in return, you won't have to see any ads. So when you pay your subscription fee to YouTube every month, that means that you can watch videos without any ads. There might be some other stuff as well. Already there's a system in YouTube right now where content creators like us can actually choose to make some videos only available to people who pay a monthly subscription fee. And there is actually some YouTubers doing it already, some YouTube channels doing it already, where they'll have some videos that are just public, that everybody can see, and there's other videos that you can only see if you pay a monthly subscription fee. So that already exists on YouTube. So there might be some connections like that, but at a very minimum what you'll get is you can pay a certain amount to YouTube every month, and in return you won't have to see any ads. And that's all just to give users more of a user experience and more options, and it's because we listen to you, we want to enhance, you know, all the usual bullshit, the Google speak that they use to try and make it sound all very as if they're only doing it to keep the users happy, and because it's great for you, you know, and because it's all bullshit. Obviously, the real reason that they're obviously doing it is the same reason Google do everything, and it's to make themselves more money. Because there's a few things that would be causing them to look at this and to do this. It's all about making money, of course, but the reason that this is a model that they're looking at is because a few things. One is things like ad blocker. A lot of people use ad blockers now on their when they watch YouTube videos, which means that their ad blocker, they upload an ad blocker, and that automatically blocks all the YouTube ads, so they don't see any of them. And of course that affects the revenue that Google earn from YouTube. So they don't like that very much. So obviously if you have people paying a subscription every month, then it doesn't really matter about the ads. The other thing is too that the internet's become very competitive, of course, with advertising. So it's hard for Google to sell advertising, AdSense advertising on YouTube and target markets all around the world, because they've got an audience, a worldwide audience now, which means that, for example, in Japan, it's quite common when we watch YouTube videos. So if we sit and watch a documentary from National Geographic or something on YouTube, it's quite common that we won't actually have an ad pop up because we're in Japan. And it means that if the people that work for Google selling advertising on YouTube in Japan don't get enough advertising coming in, there's just no ad showing on the YouTube video, which is great for the user, but of course it's no good for Google, is it? So that's the other thing, is that the advertising that Google AdSense do is getting more competitive with other options that big companies have to pay, different other options that they have for advertising now. So that's the other thing, is that the Google AdSense model on YouTube isn't working as well as it used to. The other thing that's killing it is that because YouTube or Google forced YouTubers to sign up for Google Plus, it means that a lot of people are watching YouTube videos via Google Plus, which means what they're doing is they're sitting there on their Google Plus page and watching one YouTube video after another for their subscriptions, and then they stop watching. Whereas when YouTube was independent, and Google wasn't messing with it, people used to watch a video on YouTube, and while they're watching the video on YouTube, down the right hand side there would be other thumbnails for other videos. So quite often they'd sit there and they'd be watching one video, and then in the thumbnail they'd see another video they thought was interesting. After they finished watching this one, then they'd watch that one. And that kept them on there longer. It also meant that that's where the ads are. The ads are there as well, whereas when people are watching through Google Plus, they're not getting those beside the image ad anymore. So yeah, basically the reason that Google are doing it is just to make more money, basically. They're going to wait to see how they sell it to you, though. You know how they're going to sell it to you. They're going to use the Google speak and make it totally, as they always do, they're going to make it sound totally like they're only doing it for the user's benefit. And they'll also try and reassure you. They'll reassure you that you can still watch YouTube for free if you want to. But what this is, it's the thin end of the wedge, of course. They already tried it through the creators, through the people like us who make videos. They tried to get us, to get you guys to pay a subscription every month. So of course we get a cut of that. The way you guys will probably know already, the ads that they put on our videos, we get a percentage of that, you know, which used to be very good. When YouTube was independent, it was very good, but now it's shit. It really is shit. For the amount of hours that you spend in making videos and spend on YouTube, you know, uploading videos and answering comments and reading all the comments and all the rest of the stuff we do, if you divide the amount of money we make by the amount of time we spend doing it, it would be more worthwhile to go and get a job at a convenience store. The hourly rate is abysmal, which for people like me doesn't matter, because I make the videos anyway. I started making these videos because I wanted to, not for money. But there is a lot of people that I've spoken to who make less videos now and put less time and effort into their videos now, because before it was worthwhile spending a bit of time and money, maybe going somewhere special to make a video and putting some more effort into it, you know, buying some better equipment maybe and going a bit further to try and make a good video, whereas now it's shit. It really is. Google's just killed it. So the income for the people who actually make the videos now is shit, which is a shame, because what that's going to mean is slowly the people, you know, the big YouTubers will always be there because they can just turn on the camera and film themselves going to the supermarket and make $1 million. So they'll still do their thing. But the people like us, I mean, we'll still keep doing it, but the people the size of us, you know, a lot of them already have started to reduce the number of videos they make and not put as much effort in, which is a shame, really. But it's totally understandable. You know, they're still making videos because they want to, but their motivation's gone down a bit, because in the YouTube owned by YouTube days, when it was really about us, it was really worthwhile. But now it's just all big corporate Google shit, and a lot of people are just losing motivation. A lot of people have stopped making videos altogether. A couple of people whose videos I used to watch just don't make them anymore. They just go, oh, they've had enough. You know, and it doesn't necessarily mean they're just doing it for the money. It's just disheartening the way Google rape and pillage YouTube and just kill it, you know, and treat us like shit. That's disheartening too. They really don't care about us anymore. If your videos get less than 4.5 million views in 3 months, they won't even talk to you. If you send them an email, they won't even talk to you. It's actually worked out to minutes. I can't remember what it was, but it's about 4.5 million views in 3 months, but it's actually worked out on minutes, so it's a different number altogether. But it's an incredibly high number. So Joe Public, like us, they won't even talk to us anymore, because it's just, you know, we're not important to them. It's only those really big YouTubers. So a bit off the track. Okay, so that's why they're doing it, is to make more money. It's a thin end of a wedge. They tried to get us to make you guys subscribe and pay a monthly subscription fee, and it sort of didn't work, because a lot of people like us just refused to do it, because that's fucking rude, you know, saying to you guys, hey, if you want to see all our videos, you've got to pay a certain amount of money a month. It's just rude, isn't it? Or that we're only going to show all our videos to the people who pay us, and those who don't pay us aren't going to see all our videos, you know. And I think a lot of people felt like we did, that sucked, and just didn't do it. So they tried to make us, or encourage us to do that, telling us it was all good for us, which was obviously bullshit too. and that didn't work. So now what they're going to do is they're going to go to you guys, they're going to go to the viewers and say, and hit you with the Google Speak and try and talk you into it. And that, you know, if you want to watch videos without ads, you know, pay this monthly fee. And they'll probably offer other enticements as well. Probably, like you can see, there'll be videos that you wouldn't get to see unless you pay the subscription fee. There'll be stuff like that. But the danger with this is it's too easy for them then to slowly change the parameters about what you can see for free. And let me just make a little bit of a prediction here. What's going to happen is slowly you'll only get to see the crap for free, and then if you really want to see the decent videos on YouTube, you're going to have to pay a monthly fee. It's obvious. It's obvious. And we can't trust Google. This is the sort of shit they do. You should see they sent, what triggered this video, they sent an agreement. It's not really an agreement, it's just a set of, here's the new rules basically. Because of course we have an agreement with Google about, you know, revenue on YouTube and that sort of stuff. But they can change it anytime they want. That's one of the rules. So they just basically sent us a new bunch of rules and said, here you go, here's the new rules. And, you know, and if we want to, we're going to, you know, sell people these subscriptions, and we might give you a percentage. And okay, here's what it means to people that make videos. They said they might give us a percentage, but that percentage is going to be based on the amount of time or minutes that is spent watching our videos by those paid subscribers compared with how many minutes they watch other people's videos, and Google will decide what that figure is. So for those of you who do make a few dollars off YouTube from making videos, let me predict that it's going to go down even further. So it's already half or a quarter of what we used to earn when we had YouTube was independent. Since Google took over YouTube, our income's dropped by a half, or you know, it's dropped to a half what it was, or a quarter of what it was. Let me predict it's going to drop even further, and YouTube won't, and Google won't care. They don't care because it's what their revenue is they care about, not what our revenue is. And as long as they keep the big YouTubers happy, which obviously they will, the rest of us just don't matter. So, and there's enough free content on YouTube that's provided to YouTube for free that they don't care about us. You know, there's enough pirated, double downloaded, copied from somewhere else, you know, fail army type stuff where they actually haven't created any content at all. There's enough of that sort of stuff to keep YouTube going. So what it means is, to the content creators like us, let me predict another massive drop in income, in revenue from the videos. What that means to the viewers is you guys will probably end up being forced to pay a monthly subscription fee to watch the decent videos on YouTube, or you can watch probably some random crap videos on YouTube for free. Probably, that's what we'll end up with. And there'll probably be a lot of YouTubers who'll make less videos than what they do now. You know, not the big guys, but just the average size guys like us will probably end up making less videos than what they did and putting less effort into it. Because even though they might still like making videos, their incentive's going to drop, and eventually they're going to think, no, stuff this. Because it really is disheartening. It's not just the money thing, it's just the way Google treat us. You know, a lot of people are really disheartened. A lot of the people I've spoken to about this are really disheartened by it and just saying it's not worth it anymore, and, you know, not really interested in it anymore, and just sick of the way we get treated. You know, Google say all that shit. You know, Google speak about how much they care about us all. They don't. They don't care about the content creators, and they don't care about the viewers. They care about the revenue. And when they sit around having their meetings around the boardroom table, they're not talking about how happy the viewers are or how happy the content creators are. They're talking about the numbers. They're talking about how much money they're earning. How much money are we earning more each month or less each month? You know, and why? That's what they're interested in, of course. And again, you know, capitalism's fine. Not complaining about capitalism. Not complaining about capitalism. That's all fine. But again, it's a matter of the bullshit, isn't it? You know, instead of being honest with us and saying this is what we're doing, it's all about the income. We're doing this to increase revenue or something like that. All this bullshit about we're doing it for you. You know, we're doing it for you because you You told us this is what you wanted. That's what they'll tell us. You told us this is what you wanted, and we're listening to you. We want to give you more options to enhance your user experience, and all those bullshit words that Google used to try and make you feel warm and fuzzy. You know, and it's all bullshit. Again, the reason that we're pointing all this out is because it's just an insult, isn't it? One moment, please. Sorry about the interruption, guys. That was just Google saying that they were listening into the conversation and they didn't like what I was saying. No, it wasn't really. It was some other dickhead. Anyway, time for you guys to have your say in the comments. More videos coming soon.